In this video, I'm gonna be converting my time trial bike into a road bike. My name is Neyfi Del Rosario and I am a holistic nutritionist and best-selling author here in New York City. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I convert my time trial bike into a road bike. So if you have a time trial bike and you want to do some conversion, you're going to see what are the steps that you need to take and what are the parts that you need to buy in order to make that conversion successful. Let me show you the bike. This is my 2018 Specialized Shiv. As you can see, I have all of the parts laying around, ready for the build. But I bought this bike about a year ago, and because this is the only bike that I own and I want to take into group rides, many group rides tell me that I'm not allowed to use a time trial bike for the reason that your shifting and your braking are in a different position. I have been in situations where I've been going about 35 miles per hour on the aero bars, and someone in front of me on another bike brakes and I have to move quickly and brake, and that is just a safety hazard. And because of safety is one of the reasons that I am converting my bike into a road bike. Also, I bought this bike because I think time trial frames, they just look badass. As you can see, Specialized frame, it's super deep, super aero, and if you ride it in the rain, it's so aero that the water follows wherever the air is supposed to follow. So you don't even get wet, so it acts like a mud guard in a way. Wouldn't it be cool if I turned my time trial bike into a road bike, but a road bike that can climb, because I love climbing. So let me show you some of the parts that I am gonna be using for this build. If you're gonna be building this yourself, the most important part is gonna be the handlebars. These are a pair of SIP SL70s. These are the aluminum bars. I got these bars for around $35. These are 38 centimeters. They're also super comfortable. I have used these bars on other people's bikes before and they fit me really well. I like how the hands are flat for me on the drops. There's not a weird gap between my hand and the bar here. This is the bar that I am going to use for the build. I know some of you are gonna be excited and some of you are gonna be disappointed to my parts of choice, but I have gone for Senza Empire Pro 12-speed shifters because you need shifters for your handlebars. You cannot swap the time trial shifters to a handlebars. I have gone to the 12-speed. These are exactly like a SRAM shifter. These are carbon fiber, very blingy, and this only costs $300. So to go up, you go 2 clicks. To go down, you go 1 click. Right? These are very high quality for the money, and it's a quarter of the price of the other 12-speed group sets that are out there. I think a SRAM cassette is the same price as the whole Senza group set by itself. Also, not only the shifters are carbon fiber, but the arm that holds the jockey wheels is also carbon fiber, and it's very nice tension, and it's basically a steal for only $300. Also, being a climbing bike, I decided to go for an 1132 cassette. I understand that 34 will be better for climbing, but living in New York, there's a lot of hills, but the hills are not super steep. And if I'm able to climb a hill grinding super hard with an 1128, I'm gonna be pretty easy with an 1134. Also, I'm gonna be replacing the jockey wheel on the rear derailleur. These are ceramic bearing jockey wheels. These are better than your regular plastic low friction jockey wheels. I also went for a lightweight pair of skewers. These 2 skewers together is 40 grams. For the chain rings, I decided to stick to the stock chain rings that came with the bike. These are Praxiworks semi-compact 5236. I could go for a compact 5034, but again, I live in New York and sometimes you have a flat area and I wanna keep my top end speed at the 11 teeth and 52 here. And if I go for like a 50, it's barely gonna be a difference. I assume I could go for a 34, but again, it's a lot of hills, but they're not that steep that I would need a smaller chainring than a 36. So this is the setup that I am gonna be running on the bike. As you know, I need new cables and wires, so I went on eBay and I found a Jaguar set. Many bikes come with this stock. Since I've been riding my bike for a year, I replace them once a year anyway, so I decided to go and replace them today. Another bike part that I'm gonna be using, these are the Super Teams 38 millimeters wheels, and these are very affordable for a carbon set of wheels. I also got 2 gator skin tires because even though I could go for the GP 5000s or a grippier tire, the roads in New York are surprisingly not that good. If you are on a car, you don't feel it, but if you're on a bike, the roads are not that good. So that is everything, so let's get into the bike build. Again, I'm gonna be using this cyclist toolkit. If you guys didn't see the review of this toolkit, I'm gonna leave it up in the card so you guys can check out the review of this affordable toolkit that I got for less than $90. So this is how the bike turned out, and it's looking great. I actually went out today and I did a 15-mile ride on it, and I gotta say the Super Team wheels, they feel great. They feel amazing. They're super stiff. They have a little bit of flex on it, but I think I could get it to the bike shop and they can true it a little bit or make it stiffer if I really wanted to. One complaint about the wheels, the brake pads that come with these carbon wheels, they're not the greatest, so stopping on this bike is not that good. at the moment because of those brake pads, so I will not be taking this bike on any descents that I need to brake a lot. But this is the bar tape that I chose for this bike. It's looking amazing. I did skip recording the cabling because it took a little bit of time, but yeah, this is how the bike turned out. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, because in the future I might build another bike and make it look awesome just like this one. And it's very good at climbing. I actually went a couple of hills today and it feels great. And if I could turn a time trial bike into a climbing bike, you also can, but you gotta make sure your bike is compatible with this type of handlebars, and the angle in which the cables go into the bike is not too extreme. This is a little bit extreme because the cables go through the top. If I ever want to go back to the time trial, I just have to swap the handlebars. And if you guys are interested, here are 2 videos in the screen where you guys can learn something from me right now. I love every single one of you.